Welcome to West of Tulsa. I'm C.J. Ward, and we are broadcasting from our home base in Ventura, California, as we always do. We got Gabe at the controls.
What?
Gabe's at the controls?
Dan, this...
Gabe, let's switch seats. You come over here.
It's funny.
Let's switch CJ.
I screwed up the last beginning, too. Remember the last show?
Good evening on the last one.
Oh, my God. It was good evening. I woke up this morning, and you ever wake up and you go, I'm off by a beat?
Yeah.
It's like a fuel injector is a little clogged.
It's usually a couple beats.
Yeah.
Right?
My idol's very lumpy.
Man, so it's been one of those mornings. So we got Dan at the controls.
Yes.
And we got Gabe.
Don't screw up our guests.
I won't screw up our guest. Christina Jimenez, Miss Motorhead.
That's me.
You're back.
I'm back.
Yeah. Was this show 3, 4?
4, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's a regular.
Yeah,
I'm a regular.
She's
I'm
a
loving
regular.
it.
A co-host. This show is going to be interesting because, only part of it is about political season. But what do you see in political season? Bumper stickers, right? They're all over the place.
Yeah,
who you
definitely.
support, who you know, who's a jerk, who's not, whatever.
Yeah.
We're not going to get into any of that stuff. We just want to talk about the cool bumper stickers.
Absolutely.
Right? I'm not going to go political on anybody.
Cool, funny.
That's not why we're here.
Yes,
right?
that's right.
No, we just want a good laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've got some good ones. In fact, with the first time you were on our show, you brought up and talked about some of the bumper stickers you have, some that you show publicly and some that you don't.
Yes.
But you sell them all on your site.
Yeah. My site's not quite up yet. It's mostly when I'm at shows and I have pop-ups and stuff like that. People will buy bumper stickers. But I would say I probably started out somewhat safe with a lot of my stickers, but over time they got a little spicier.
So if you're sitting there with your tent and you got your bumper stickers laid out,
Yeah.
you get to see the reaction of folks as they
Yeah,
walk
I
up.
love it.
So tell us
That's
about a
great.
few of those.
So it's funny. I have like very oddball stuff in my booth. When I sell stuff, it's stickers and apparel and merch and like the little dash girls with the shaking boobs and things like that. So I tend to get a lot of funny reactions with a lot of my merch. But the stickers are great because you have some people who are pretty reserved and they'll laugh, and then you'll have some people who are like, "Oh yeah, I need like 5 of those."
For relatives and friends.
Yes,
Out,
exactly.
yeah.
Or like the funny stuff where the guys will like to prank their friends and stick them on the bumper stickers without them knowing, or stick them on the bumpers without them knowing. But and everybody loves them. I've not ever had any negative remarks. At least that anybody's verbalized.
They'll look at it, maybe just kind of shake their head and kind of walk away.
Yeah,
like that.
I've not even had that. Everybody just thinks they're great.
See, I know people are gonna, look at probably the title for this podcast and be like, stickers, bumper. Like, why are you guys talking about stickers? Even though almost everybody has encountered one or had one,
right.
Yada yada yada. But in the car industry, especially when you go to race events or shows, I cannot believe how many people flip out over stickers. Like they want them and people buy them. I'm not a sticker kind of guy. I don't put stickers on my cars. When we were racing and we had sponsors, we had to put stickers. That was, had to do that. But people will pay $1, $5, whatever the price is for a sticker, and be totally cool. When you give it to them for free, they're like, "Oh my God, I just struck the lottery."
It's a big deal.
So I'm like, okay, so there's something obviously with stickers that people love. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe you can speak to it since you sell them.
Yeah, stickers in general are huge. I sell more stickers than I sell anything else. But also, too, it's not necessarily, I think it's more of like a car culture kind of thing, because it's not even that they may love stickers, just not on their cars, but they'll take it home and put them all over their toolbox.
Yeah.
So like my toolbox is full of stickers that I probably wouldn't put on my car, but I love them. They're all funny. So, and people, hand out stickers at events all the time. And so you have these brand stickers, so.
And if you're on a long trip too, you can't say that you haven't seen a bumper sticker where you're just driving along and saying, "Hey, look at that one." Everybody in the car kind of chuckles, and then you kind of drive on. But that's the whole point of a bumper sticker, right?
Yes.
Kind of make somebody's day even for a couple minutes.
So you're definitely, it's a signal, right? So whether you call it a virtue signal or description of your personality, you're definitely trying to convey a message, in positive or negative, funny, serious, whatever it all is, whatever. But since you sell them directly to customers and you sell them in person, and Could you get a sense of their personality based off
Yes.
what they buy and how they buy it?
Absolutely. So I will say hands down that my most recent sticker, the one, it basically says my other right is your dad or my other right is your mom. That's one of my more recent ones, but I've noticed it takes some of my very strong women, some of the girls who are just, they don't put up with anybody's bull.
They're like Melissa.
Yeah, they really don't care what you think about them, and they are all about enjoying life and having fun. So I would say a majority of my people that buy those stickers are the ones who are just a little bit stronger. They don't care what people think.
They're not clutching their pearls going,
No.
oh my God.
No. But a lot of girls who come to my booth are probably not wearing pearls. So I mean, that's just how it is. So, yeah. And it's funny because when I originally released that stickers, and most of my stickers, again, are for women because that's what I do. But when I released that sticker, my other right is your dad, I had all of the guys, like the boyfriends and the husbands, be like, well, I want one that says my mom, your mom. So that's why.
Just to even things
Wait,
out.
so
Yes.
that was by request?
It was by request.
Wow.
Yes. And I even told my friend's boyfriend, I was like, okay, I'm going to make it. So I made it. And I even sent him the design. I said, what do you think? Do you like it? And he's like, yeah. So then I printed that one out. And so I've sold a few of those, not only to men, but also to women. So, you know, they're fun. And that's the thing. You can't take stuff like that too seriously.
No,
It's just to get a chuckle.
That's the funny part, is the type of reactions you get from reading a sticker. And I've caught myself a couple times. I'm like, am I reacting to a sticker right now?
Yeah.
and then you have to chuckle, like, you know what? Touche.
Yeah.
You got a reaction out of me. You've succeeded.
Right.
But some people, I'm sure we've seen them, like they react like extreme left and right, you know, like positive and negative to a sticker. Is like, how does a sticker trigger somebody
set
so
the
hard?
tone for your entire day.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It should be a good chuckle, a good laugh, and then you
Yeah.
kind of move on, right?
Yeah. And you know, it's funny, the very first sticker that I came out with that was probably one that everybody talked about was the ball sticker where it says, if I had balls, they'd be bigger than yours. A lot of the girls loved that sticker, but they refused to put it on the outside of their car. They would put it in their engine bay. So when it was at shows, they could pop open the bay and, you know, and then
Yeah.
people would get a chuckle out of it. But then they could close it and not get too much drama. I think what it comes down to, a lot of women, especially if they're mothers, they don't like the idea of a child that may read it and be
Sure.
confused. So that really is what it kind of has to like. And I've even thought about that sometimes when I park somewhere and I'm at like a park or something. I do think like, oh my God, is a kid going to walk by and like, but
Mommy,
you know,
what does that mean?
But
You know?
that's, yeah.
You bring up a good point because I've seen some debate online about stickers. Is it okay to have an F-bomb sticker on your car? What do you think about that, Christina?
Honestly, if it's my car, it's my business. They can decide if they want it on their car, but I feel like to each their own. But
being a mom, you had
mom,
kids. What do you
yes,
think? What do you think?
The thing is their kids are going to hear that from almost anybody. Everybody drops an F-bomb. And so if it's just on a bumper sticker somewhere, I don't see the harm in that, to be honest with you.
Okay.
It's the more nastier stickers. Sometimes I'm kind of a little cringed by it. You know, things that, you know, I don't know. It's sometimes I'm like, I have that fine line of like, is this appropriate or not? But
No, actually, it's funny you say that because when we were kind of huddling together about what bumper stickers that we're going to show on screen a bunch of stickers that we've collected and some of yours as well.
So if you're listening on a podcast, you may want to go.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, we'll try,
Yeah.
we'll
these
try to
look like.
describe them, but some of them you got to see.
Exactly.
But, you know, in searching these different stickers from the past and present and whatever, there were some that we had to filter out because there's some really
raunchy ones, right?
It's just all it is for the sake of raunch.
Yes,
you know.
yeah,
And you're
yeah.
just like, dude.
yeah, that's a bit much.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, assuming it's a guy, but I'm just saying, like, you know, you're making a statement. You can make a statement. You can make whatever statement that you want, but you don't have to do it. And so going back to what you're saying, Dan, I understand the vulgarity. I think there's maybe a grade line, a blurred line.
Yes.
Well, it's just like comedies. It's like stand up. You know, you'll hear something. It's like, oh my God, that's shocking, but it's hilarious. But for other people, like it really bugs them.
Yes.
They're like, oh, that's
Yeah.
stepping over the line. So I think this is the same thing.
Yeah, and
It's an
everybody's going
offshoot
to
of
have
comedy, right?
everybody's going to have their own
Different line.
Yes.
Yeah.
The line will be
that's
different
right.
for each person.
Yeah,
For sure.
Very much.
For sure.
Yeah.
And you know, the other interesting thing I wanted to bring up, because Gabe was there when I was making it, but when we made Pure Drifting, my drifting documentary, and you're a drift girl, you go to drift events and you drift and so on. Did you notice the status symbol? Maybe this is leveled off, but back in 2004, remember if you had like a Gretty sticker, you had like certain brands that were just not very well known over here, like JDM brands, people were just like, oh, that's so cool. You've got that cool sticker. Did you notice that, Gabe?
Oh yeah,
It's like a stat.
That still exists.
It's
That
a
still
status
exists.
symbol. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, now it's funny. Tech stickers are really kind of a big thing. I don't know if you know about. So basically, when you are in a race,
Okay.
whether it's drifting or grid racing or whatever, you have to get teched. You have to pass tech.
Okay.
In order to go out on the track. And then when you do that, you get a sticker that's put on your windshield. Sometimes people get them and put them on their helmets. I have a few on my helmet. But you typically put them in the windshield, and that way when you pull up to run, if they see the sticker that you passed the tech, then you're allowed on the track.
Oh, these are like lift tickets on your puffy jacket.
Pretty much. Yeah.
It's like,
But
I
now-
got 20 lift tickets.
Now it's kind of like who can create these cool, fun tech stickers because people keep them on their car. And it's almost, I don't want to say like a status symbol. It's just almost like something you're proud of. Like, oh, I did this race. This is my
Yeah.
tech sticker.
Yeah. Okay, that makes
So,
sense.
in fact, I'm currently trying to design one for our drift event. So,
That's cool.
yeah.
That's fine.
Actually, at World Cup Finals, import versus the world in Maryland, they do every November. All the participants that qualify, not the people that just show up to participate. Ones that qualify, they have a sticker on the side of their car, and I've seen guys that collect them. It's certified badass. and the thing is, I will say that because that race, you have to be almost invited, and you have to hit a certain number to be accepted into that event. So it's like, to me, at least me, I think that you are a certified badass if you're that fast and you're running in this event. So I think that's where like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, I wouldn't call it a tech sticker because they also have the tech cards there too, but it's more like you've made it. Here you are. All that hard work has paid off. And I was like, okay, that's kind of cool.
Well, we
like
kind of
if-
pulled that off with our
Yeah.
own West of Tulsa stickers. Which
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
just started.
Yeah.
Started handing those things out
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
first
yeah.
time. Okay.
That reminds me too, also like Cars and Coffee Classics in Anaheim. They, which is once a month, and they actually do like a car show award in a sense, but the award is a sticker. So you get a Cars and Coffee Classic sticker, and if you win, and you put that proudly on your car, and that allows you to come into the show for free for the rest of your life.
Wow.
That's like what you
Wow.
get. And
Okay.
so that is a very proud sticker. If you have a sticker of, that means you won the show and your car is a certified badass, basically.
I can't imagine us doing that here in Ventura because I think fights will break out.
Yeah.
This will be maybe some jealous people say, hey, how come I didn't get that?
So I think we've set it up. I think we'll have fun with this show.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully I will have fun with every show, but
That's the idea.
But I mean, because we were kind of setting it up.
Wait. There's something I've got to say before we get into this.
Yeah.
Sorry to segue in a different direction. Is that feedback? Some feedback that we've gotten on the show, and two particular notes that I got more than once was about Dan and C.J.
Okay.
Oh, God.
That we're old?
Yeah.
Well, that's obvious.
What are the notes?
The notes are, number one, it was going back to Dan,
Oh, boy.
which was, and people find this.
You haven't told me this.
No, I have. I was saving it for the show.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Is that Dan being? They find it interesting, or actually funny. They find it funny how Dan, the non-car guy, produced a drifting film,
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, but when I
and how you always chime in with some kind of insight or stat about cars, particular cars, and like most people. Even car people don't even know half the stuff that you're bringing up. And I made the joke. I make the joke is that sometimes in our group chat that we have with the internal team, Dan will say something like, "Hey, check out this cool wagon that I found, or check out this old Mercedes that I found." I'm like, Yeah, the non-car guy is sending us pictures that he's so obviously you were looking into that. So
And it's at 10 o'clock at night. It's
Yeah.
like, hey guys, check this out.
yeah. So I
That's
just find
true.
it, that's find it funny. So Dan, the quote unquote non-car, we're gonna get you a shirt that says non-car guy.
I like it.
Right.
I was
I'll
gonna
wear
say,
it
I'm gonna
proudly.
present you with a certificate that
I'll
says
wear it-
official car guy.
I'll wear it proudly.
Certified car guy.
But see, for me, in my defense, for me, being a car guy is what you drive. It's not what you know. I know
Not
a lot
necess-
about cars.
I don't-
No, because I know a lot of
believe
car
that.
guys that
No.
can't afford shit.
Yes.
Well, that's
And
me.
some of them
me.
don't even have a car,
Yeah.
and all they do is talk about cars.
Yeah.
So
Oh, well, then
having
I-
a car doesn't qualify.
Then I guess I shouldn't say I'm a non-car guy then.
Well, it's too late.
Actually, what should we get? Knowledgeable car.
Knowledgeable
Yeah.
non-car
Yeah.
guy.
Knowledgeable
now,
car guy.
but see the problem with that. Now people are gonna think he knows what he's talking about.
Oh, boy.
But you see that it can
Oh,
go either way.
Oh,
on
you're
that.
screwed either way.
Yeah.
You're screwed either way.
Well, I have a question for Dan.
Yeah.
So when you went to Good Vibes with us,
Yes.
as a car guy, did you have a good time looking at all the cars?
Yeah. The GT4 RS, that,
Oh, yeah, that was
NATO
nice.
green one
That was beautiful,
That was an
right?
amazing car.
Yeah, that was an amazing
And
car.
Is
we're
that the actual color's name? NATO green.
NATO green.
It's so beautiful.
NATO green.
It's so pretty.
No, I love that color.
You don't
It's
ever see
But I
'em.
didn't know it's called NATO. Green.
we have a little video I'm putting together that's going to be coming out. It's just a little 2-3 minute thing about Brenda's car obsession. So I'm going to plug it here because it's almost done.
And just let everybody know which Brenda you're talking about. She's been on the show.
Brenda
before.
Rippey, who's
Yeah.
been on the show,
Yeah.
who's a
Yeah.
friend of Christina, a
Yeah.
friend of Melissa's, and we had a good time. It was
was fun.
It was a cool event, and it was really impressive to see 150, 200 Porsches in one place, and there
Yeah.
were old beaters all the way up to race cars, all the way up to the GT4 RS.
The Ferrari
There's
F40.
a Ferrari F40 up
the
there.
F40 just blew me away. I was like, what am I seeing right now?
That- and it was
parked next to a GTR.
and it was a good vibe. I mean, I chatted with some people, and I
Yeah.
listened to you guys chat with some people, and everyone was cool. Everyone was just like, there's a bunch of rich guys there that are driving $500,000 Porsches and stuff. and-
Explain to our viewers who don't know and our listeners what the Good Vibes event actually is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Good Vibes, that was only actually my second time going to Good Vibes. It's hard for me because it's every Friday and I'm usually working,
Yeah.
so I usually can't go. But it's a cruise up ACH to Newcombs Ranch.
Angeles Crest Highway.
Angeles Crest. And then people just park and chill at Newcombs and just kind of talk and check out cool cars. And people are typically there from, I would say maybe around 8 a.m. to about 10.
Yeah.
Sometimes people stay till noon. A lot of the people there are regulars who are just really good friends. And so they just are hanging out and chatting.
And this is a Friday morning.
Yeah, Friday morning.
That's how you can tell it's all rich guys. Because it's like,
That's what I was going to
Or
say.
unemployed
Yeah.
rich guys. 'Cause
Melissa is the one who took me the first time
Yeah.
and introduced me to everyone. There are a lot of her friends. A lot of like actresses and actors, I think, who have schedules that probably allow them to be up there.
Sure.
Not everybody, but I'm just saying some of the people I
Or
met.
people are just playing hooky from work and
Yeah.
school to go up there.
Yeah.
which
The
is-
only reason I was able to
would do
go
that.
up that Friday
Yeah.
that we went is
Yeah.
because it was a holiday weekend. So
So and I don't want to get off too because we got to
Yeah.
talk about CJ here, but
Great.
Dan, we were driving up Angeles Crest with the ladies. How did you get scared at all riding as passenger in Brenda's car with following all the girls?
Did I get scared? No, but I would say, I mean, she's in a Macan, so it's not a low 2-seater sports car. I mean,
Yeah.
it's an SUV, so it's kind of like there is oncoming traffic. There was a surprising amount of traffic coming down
was.
ACH for 7 in the morning. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, coming down.
I know. I was like, where do these people come from?
Yeah, and driving with Melissa. Melissa is a very competent yet fast driver, I would say.
She was our pack leader.
Yeah. And no, it was fun. I wouldn't say I was scared, but I would say if it pushed 10 or 15% more, I would have been scared.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
This is because
Okay.
I mean, I've canyon car back in my day, when I had my BMW and stuff. So I
Non-car guy with his BMW.
Yeah. So I know driving fast on curvy roads is cool. But no, it was, and we actually got lost. Brenda and I got separated from the pack because it's just one of those things. There's like a little tiny sign, and if you miss it, it all looks the same, and you're like, where did the other girls go?
And there's
I
no
don't see
reception
them."
up there. So
yeah, there's no
we sat waited
self-service.
for like 2 minutes, and we were like, okay, we think she got lost. So.
Yeah, no, we probably drove 3 miles past where we were
Yeah.
supposed to turn off, and then we caught back up to you guys. So
Yeah.
no, it's a cool event. The tip is, if you're ever going to go to that event, you better get there at 7 or 8. because we were coming down the hill and it was packed. Like no more cars could come in, and we saw 50 Porsches coming up the hill, and it's like, I don't know where they're going to go. There's nowhere to go.
That's the thing. That weekend was because it was a holiday weekend. Everybody knew it was going to be crazy, so everybody came up really early. I don't think normally it's like that.
Oh,
I think
really?
Usually it's people get there between like 8 and 9. Probably closer to 8 if you want a good parking spot, but usually it's not that crazy. So
yeah, if you like to look, I mean, CJ, you definitely have to go. Being
that sounds like
being
fun.
a Porsche guy,
sounds like a lot of fun.
your car would get a lot of looks there and a lot of conversation, and you'd see a lot of cars that are.
Trying to figure out how we can get a Friday off. That's
well, there was a GTS Carrera there, a silver one, a race car. I mean, it had the plexiglass windows and everything, and it's shaped like a Ferrari. It was just like, damn, I've never even seen one of those in real life. So there's some pretty cool stuff up there.
Yeah, there was a lot of cool cars.
All right, so the other note that we got was people find it funny when CJ cusses.
I fucking hardly ever say
Son of a bitch, bastard.
I knew I could get an F word out of him if I said that.
And that was for all the people who've been bringing that up, but
They see him in his day job, and it's like, don't ever get the two mixed up, CJ.
that is the danger, though.
Don't ever get the two mixed up.
Yeah, because people think they don't. A lot of people probably don't know what your day job is that you do the news for a news station,
local station in Santa Barbara,
in Santa Barbara, and you're on air every day, and obviously you can't use that kind of language, so it kind of transcends here. And
this is my release.
And the people that actually tell me this, not too many, but a few people that have told me this, I respond with, was like, well, man, if you saw CJ with the group, he can let loose a little bit, but he does work for the news and he can do that. But people find it interesting. So you're not a fuddy-duddy. You're not a priss.
No. Don't let the makeup and hairspray fool you. I mean, I can swear, wear a hat, but I'll tell you, there is a danger though. The podcast creates a danger, and Beth and I have had this discussion because I actually co-anchor with Beth.
Yeah.
This is something that a lot of people don't know because
well, they know it in Santa Barbara, or at least in that TV area. They know that we're married, and anchor together. But we've had this discussion that the first time she heard me swear on the podcast. She's like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" She doesn't hear it either. She's used to seeing me on air. So the discussion was, I have to be careful because if I sit here and cuss too much during the podcast, I may get too comfortable, and then on the news set drop an F-bomb, right in the middle of some story, and there's the end of that career.
Like, thank you and good night, bitches.
Yeah.
Well, is that Edward?
Stay classy.
Did Edward Armuro start that? Good.
Oh my God.
Good luck. Good luck. Good night, bitches. Or
well, yeah. I don't remember the bitches part, but good night and good luck. I kind of remember.
Yeah.
But there is a danger to that. I mean,
for sure,
and it's true.
You're edgy, man. You're living on the edge.
Well, now people know why you don't curse nearly as much as people would, like myself or.
I'm trying to hold it in check. Right?
Yeah.
I think our
what
podcast cusses the right amount because we don't do it gratuitously and we don't do it for views and we don't do it to try and be cool. We just do it because it just happens.
Shit, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's organic. No, it's organic, which is how it should be.
Organic. Wow. Okay.
I'm waiting to get called into the GM's office and he's going to, I'm sorry, we have to let you go because you hang out with people who swear too much. That's what I'm worried about.
We saw an Instagram reel with all the highlights of CJ cussing. Maybe one of our reels will do it. They'll find all the curse words.
Oh, we should do it.
And just go.
We should do a cuss reel. We should do a cuss reel. That would take a lot of work, but that'd be
maybe
fun.
we'll just share that internally.
That's funny. All right. Well, that's been interesting feedback.
Yeah. So hey,
right.
we get feedback, and then one more thing too.
About me?
No.
Okay.
About Christina.
Uh-oh.
The dating app.
Oh, yes.
Car speed dating.
Yes.
What's going on with that?
Yeah. I'm really trying. I'm really trying to move it along. It's just so hard because I have all these events and stuff coming up. It's summer, so it's super busy. But so I more than likely I have a brewery that I'm working with, and it's just a matter of now organizing and getting together the people on the right time and the right date. And so I'm hoping to announce a date, but it's looking like it might be an August event.
Pretty soon.
But we'll see.
And you don't see any crossover with your drift event coming, because you have a drift event coming up soon, right?
Yes, September 7th. We have a drift event
September
coming
7th.
up. Yeah.
Do you think there's any crossover with the people that attend that might want to do the
I
dating?
mean, it's possible if I meet people at the event that are single and they're interested. It's possible. There's people at that event that have signed up that are coming from all over the place. So, like even like out of state and stuff. So, we'll see. I don't know. I mean, I do enough events where I meet so many people that I'm trying to still spread the word. A lot of people just still don't even know about it. So I just need to think of how to more publicly spread the word about it.
I think once you get going, we should do a piece on it. I want to shoot a piece.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's shoot a little 2-3 minute piece about Melissa and Christine's dating thing, whatever
Sounds
it's
good.
called.
Yeah. So Melissa is funny. She's like, I'm not going to be one of the people on your dating thing, but she's going to be behind the mic. So she'll be like the girl announcing.
Yeah.
And
She'd
then
be great at that.
my really good friend, Christy, who's not a car friend, but I've kind of riled her in and she's going to be the one helping me with it. So
Cool.
But she's single too. So I'm like trying to
Well,
kind of get her in there.
Like Helm's like, I'll help you, but I'm not going to do it. I'm like, you're single. Why would you not?
When I was thinking this would be a good lead,
Dan.
Dan. Get some leads or something.
I'm the behind the camera. I'm not getting involved.
I'm sensing a pattern here with these single shy
Yeah.
people. See, that's the thing. We're gonna have to help people break the ice. CJ, we can do this. We can help the single people break the ice and stop being so shy and participate. So maybe when you do your event, we just wrangle them in, making it seem like they're part of the event and they're helping out, but they are the event.
They're there to mingle.
It's funny that you say that. One of the things I thought about doing before the actual speed dating event is just doing a mingles event where we just almost like a pre-party kind of thing where you're just announcing it. You're like, come on out. Let's just talk about it.
Yeah.
All you single people, come on out. Let's talk about
just
it.
Like a scoping. Would
Yeah.
because
there's some people who are interested, but they're like, oh no, I can't do it. And I'm like, well, why not?
Yeah.
And then I have some people, like one of my buddies hit me up and he's like, okay, so when is this happening? Because I'm like ready. And I'm like, okay, well.
All right, so I like the mingle, like the like the Santa Barbara wine mixer kind of thing, or the was it Catalina wine mixer? Sorry.
Oh yeah.
But like maybe we just do it like a meet, like a car meet, and everybody's kind of getting to know each other. We'll do it maybe at the brewery that you're working with, and then everybody, because like then non-single people, married people, or people in relationships could come and bring their single friends. So it's for everybody, not just for the single people.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So that might be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'd be down for that. I'll drag Helm along for that.
Yeah, and that's the thing though too, is like a lot of single people might not feel comfortable coming by themselves, so they will come with their friends who are married or dating.
I think that's a great way to do that.
Yeah. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I have so much events and things going on that it's like hard to pinpoint weekends. And then, right now there's like all these, not just my events, but all the other events going on right now. So I have to like figure out weekends.
I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to explain to Beth that we're going to a singles event.
And it's not some weird freaky swingers party.
Exactly. He's gonna be like, "What are you saying? What are you talking about? What are we?" No.
That's the next logical step. Car swingers, right?
Yeah.
It's like I'm into cars and I'm into swinging.
I mean, the thing is,
my God.
Realistically, a lot of people are in open relationships nowadays. So
really, is that a thing?
Yes, it's definitely a thing.
What does that mean?
That means that you could be married or seriously dating someone, but it's open to having experiences with other people.
Wow.
Or together.
Wow.
Three people.
Thruples.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's common.
So it's basically cheating, but openly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not cheating. The sense cheating gets thrown out when you have open communication about what your intentions are.
Right.
So I have a few friends who are in open relationships.
I've been seeing stories about that, like online and stuff. It's like, it's very common with the younger, the millennials and the.
Well, what's funny is most of the ones I know are like around my age.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
But really, the thing is it's all about communication. You have to trust and respect each other and have really open communication about it. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
Isn't it?
And
not a lot of people have good enough relationships to do that.
That's true.
I'm just wondering if it's like the beginnings of polygamy or something like that, or whatever.
Yeah, that's that. This is a whole nother podcast.
All right. So do we have a bumper sticker that goes along these lines?
There's got to be a bumper sticker.
I'm sure
there's got to be a bumper sticker for literally everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
So maybe we should segue into the bumper stickers.
That's what I was trying to do.
Thank you.
Good transition.
Yeah, that
Good
was my TV
transition.
experience there, trying to go. Okay, let's go from swinging to bumper stickers.
Yeah. Like, I don't like where this is going. Let's just make a turn here.
All right. So CJ, you want to introduce this section, or you want to?
Well, we got them. We got what 20 of them.
We have 20 bumper stickers to check out.
Sweet.
Just throw them up there.
Okay.
Let's just,
All right. Here's
let's
the
just
first.
swing it. I'm sorry. Let's wing it.
Here's the first one.
Okay.
Swing it.
Now, for our listener, somebody should read these. I don't know, CJ. Do you want to read these? or-
Sure. So this, and I'm going to kind of describe it a little bit because if you're on the podcast, you can't see.
Right,
it. But
right.
I think you should go to our YouTube channel and check it out. So,
Yeah.
this one looks like a construction zone bumper sticker, and it says, "Remember, stupid, you have to drive it home." Now, Christina, you talked about this one.
I did.
There's a meaning behind that. Go ahead.
Yeah, because this one I have to remind myself sometimes because I like to take my daily to the track. So a lot of people like that sticker when they take their car out to the track. Maybe not their daily, but they drove it there and they have to be able to drive it home. They didn't bring it on a trailer. So that's basically what that sticker is meaning.
Destroy it, and then you're hitchhiking to try and get out.
Or with me, at least I know how many AAA miles I have. So if the track is too far, then I have to figure something
I also
out.
think that applies to a lot of Jeep owners who want to go off-roading.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
You know,
That's true.
so-
Yeah.
Rock crawling.
No
and all
offense to the
that
Jeep
stuff.
owners.
Yes.
You guys know who you are.
Well,
Yes.
isn't there a thing for track days where it's like drive what you brung or something like
Run
that?
what you brung.
Run what you brung. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's
always
definitely
been a thing.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And that goes
Yeah.
back a long way. Talking
Yeah.
about historical racing and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Run what you brung.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
All right, we got the next one.
Yes. Hang on
All right.
just a sec. Let's see. Media. Boom.
Canyon. Okay, so this one, I guess, describe this one. It looks like you're
Yes.
kind of an artwork that kind of takes you up.
This
in
is
the
yours.
mountains.
Yeah.
Is this
This
yours?
is my design.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a national forest sticker.
Okay, so really quickly, I'll try and be quick. I went on a camping trip to the Sequoias with my car club about 4 years ago, and I went on my first canyon run in the Sequoias, and that was epic. That was mind-changing, like blowing everything. That was the funnest time I've ever had in the canyons ever to this date. And so I came home from the trip and I was like determined to create some artwork about canyon carving. And so I literally made that the next day when I came home. And I made t-shirts and stickers. My stickers sell the most, people, especially for the Subarus.
Oh yeah.
Has it been a good seller?
Yes,
Yeah.
hats.
It's a great
especially.
design.
Is that
Awesome
was
design.
that we were inspired by the National Parks
Yes,
logo? Yeah,
National
very
Parks
cool.
logo, and then the
really cool.
canyon carving. And I have patches, so a lot of people buy the patches from me, and then they add hook and loop or Velcro, and they actually put them on the insides of their cars.
Oh, cool.
A lot of my Subaru owners
Pretty
have
cool.
this thing where they line the inside of their car with stickers or
wow.
patches. If it's material, they'll put the whole headliner.
Is that a Subaru thing?
Yeah, I've noticed that with a lot
I've
of
never
my
seen a
Subaru
car.
friends.
Have
Well,
you?
if you think about Subaru, if you see their commercials,
Yeah.
have you seen the one that's running right now? Where
No.
So it's a couple that pull up to like a national park, and they pull up and they have a brand new Subaru, and they pull up next to an old Subaru, and the old Subaru is plastered in
The
stickers.
yeah.
Like eco stickers and stuff like that.
Okay.
And they come around, they walk around, they come back, and they see the old Subaru plastered in stickers, and go, "We have a lot of catching up to do."
Yeah.
And that's kind of the commercial.
Oh, that's
with
cute.
Subaru.
That's
But
cute.
the point is, you're right. It's the whole car is plastered in stickers.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
Subaru.
and it's funny.
Stickers.
I think there's a Subaru sticker I put in that mix of bumper stickers as well that I made for our car club, the hybrid one. That's another Subaru sticker that we sell a lot of at like the shows and stuff. So, yeah,
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, the color, you got the colors down and everything. It looks like the
Yeah.
national parks.
Yeah, I like it. The national pastime.
National-
Although it sounds like the national pastime is stickers.
right.
Well, and we should say the top of it says canyon carving, and then you see the beautiful image in the middle, and then
Yeah.
the national pastime.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's very cool.
That is,
Yeah.
yeah, it came out really well.
Thank
Great
you.
sticker.
Yeah, what do we get next?
Okay, so now we're looking at the back of a with like tail light of a Prius.
Rear hatch of a
Rear
Prius.
hatch,
Prius.
yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and the bumper sticker says, "Cool Prius," underneath nobody.
To quote, nobody
That's an
ever said.
exclamation point. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Now this
But-
could also be on a Tesla, right, Gabe?
No, actually, you know, you would think so, but no, there's actually a lot of people that think the Teslas are cool, especially like the performance.
Yeah, I know.
Plaza,
whatever.
There are. You can't deny that.
I would never say that, but whatever.
They're not true
Actually,
car people.
to be
They're
honest
electric
with you,
car people.
I have said cool Prius, and I'll tell you why. Somebody at the track brought a Prius. It was bright yellow, and it was swapped. I don't know what they had
was in
in
it.
Unfortunately, I don't know
It
what they
doesn't.
had.
Who cares what?
But he was out on the track and he was running it.
It's an
and,
SR20.
He was three-wheeling at one time around the corners. It was awesome. I was like, okay, that's the only time I've ever seen a cool Prius.
Okay.
And that's another thing too. But like going back to the Teslas, not I'm for it, but on the track, there's a lot of. Even Vivian said in her class at Grid Life, the fastest car is a Tesla.
Yeah.
So I mean, whatever. Call it what you will. Call it a microwave racing, whatever. But
Yeah.
Microwave
My autocross
racing.
my autocross instructor at one time drove a Tesla to the class, and the Tesla he took in the autocross that day, and it was the fastest car for the day. So
Wow.
yeah.
Can't deny it.
yeah.
Next one.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Christina,
Oh,
I'll
boy.
let you read this one. This is one of yours.
CJ's gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, this is one of my Miss Motorhead stickers. It says, "If I had balls, they'd be bigger than yours."
Wow.
with the Miss Motorhead
With
logo.
my
at
Miss
the bottom.
Motorhead logo at the bottom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
That's
that
hilarious.
one. Yeah.
Is that a big seller?
Yes, that was my very first vulgar sticker.
The beginning.
Do you
Yeah,
call it
that
the
was the
vulgar
beginning.
series?
The
You have,
vulgar
like,
series,
the vulgar
yeah.
series.
That's the one that people tend to stick in their engine bay. So
That one is funny. That
yeah,
is funny.
yeah, that was fun.
It's a good one.
All right, next one. All right.
This is good too.
Yeah, this
Yep.
one's good too. So this one says,
Is this yours?
Yeah, this
Okay.
one's
this
mine.
is yours. My Subaru is a hybrid. It burns gas and oil. 805
Yeah.
Subaru.
You can say
805 Subarus.
I can say my rotary is hybrid.
Yes, 100%. Yes.
She'd do a rotary one for 7 stock.
So it's funny that you say that because at your Cars and Coffee, there was a rotary. I think it was an old school 3, an ARX 3 or something like that. Or yeah, and he had a bumper sticker right above his exhaust, and it was something very similar to that.
Really?
And I remember I laughed out loud. It was great. And I even took a picture of it. This was like 5 years ago, and I'll never forget that. That was one of the funniest things I ever saw because those.
That is pretty funny. And it's true.
It's very true with the rotaries.
For those who don't
yeah.
know, rotaries, they burn oil because you have to premix the oil, the gas and the oil together for the.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, every time
Kinda-
we would
kinda like
go
a
to
two-stroke.
yes,
Wow.
Yeah.
we would go get gas and we'd have to break out the little kit premix.
Yeah, like the newer ones, like the RX-8s, they have a oil metering pump that drips the oil in automatically or
Right.
whatever. But
Yeah.
like some of the, and all the higher performance ones, you've got to premix the oil just like you would like a two-stroke.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just like motocross.
I mean, you
racing.
don't have to, but if you don't, you will suffer repercussions.
Yeah, you look like a chemist at the gas station.
Oh yeah,
pulling out the
I've
bag.
had people ask me like, "What
yeah.
are you doing?"
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, "Oh, I have a motorcycle."
with 4 wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. Warning. No airbags. We die like real men.
Now I wonder, this sticker would this be better placed on your dashboard for your passenger, or it's,
Right where the airbag would be?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. That is a good one.
I do see that for sale a lot at a lot of the old school JDM meets.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
because obviously the older cars don't have airbags.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I see that one for sale a lot.
Pretty cool. I
That's
like
a
it.
good one. Especially if you're like in an old, Mopar or something like that.
Okay, so not to get political, right?
Yeah.
But this is pretty good.
We're straddling the line here. So
Okay.
don't blame me. I voted for Waylon Jennings. And it's a nice photo of him. I love that.
It's like an election theme,
Yeah,
election
yeah.
sticker.
Dan,
Probably
could
like
you
an
explain
80s
for our
era
younger viewers that might not know who Waylon Jennings is?
Waylon Jennings is a classic. They had a name. It was like him and Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
and Johnny
Highwayman.
Cash. Yeah, the Highwayman, right? A great country singer songwriter, super talented guy.
Damn good. Damn
left
good.
us a few years ago, but
Yeah.
even guys who aren't into country, or gals too, who aren't into country are like Waylon Jennings. That guy kicks ass. He
Heck
was
yeah,
great.
dude.
Yeah, he's like Johnny Cash. He transcends the genre, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, you hear party stories about him. Just how off the charts these guys partied
Oh,
back
yeah.
in the day.
Yeah.
And think about the crowd he hung out with.
Yeah.
In 2016, I think I saw, is it 2016 or 2020? I saw one that says the same thing. Don't blame me. I voted for Kanye.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez. Oh boy.
Yeah, I
Man.
remember that one. Yeah.
I mean, that was one of our kind of political stickers.
Yeah.
Kind of. You know, we like I said, we didn't want to.
Yeah.
We don't want to go there. but
Right.
Yeah,
right.
That was. I think that's as close as we got.
Yeah.
All right. The next one. Now, this is hilarious.
This would make me laugh my ass off if I saw this on a car.
Who's reading this one?
I'll read this one. I'll read this one. Only because I'll read it in a news voice. So. No.
Do like Walter Cronkite would say it.
Yeah, could you imagine? Oh, geez. So this one is like, it's got the colors, right?
The rainbow.
Rainbow colors. And it says, I'm so gay, I can't even drive straight.
That
That
is
is very funny.
that is sassy.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
first time I
So
saw
sassy.
that, I was laughing out loud. That was one of my out loud
You know what's
laughs.
funny? That might be a great joke to play on somebody who's at the drag strip. The guys can't stand there.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Slap that on the
That's so
bumper without
true.
telling him, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
you'll probably get beat up for it, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
That was a good one.
Oh, that's clever. All right, next one. Oh, now this one kind of takes us back.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
Whatever.
What year do you think this was? This was
90s.
90s, right?
90s.
Yeah.
I think it was before that.
Really?
Yeah.
You think it was
late
80s?
80s?
You
Late
think it was
80s, early
80s?
90s?
I'd say 70s, 80s.
Well, Calvin, I
Cal-
think, came out in the late 70s, didn't it?
Dan, can you confirm that?
I don't know. It's 70s
Calvin
or
and
80s.
Hobbes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Calvin and Hobbes
Calvin
was
and
big.
Hobbes, yeah.
If you remember
Yeah.
Calvin, he's the little kid, the sort of Dennis the Menace for the modern era, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he had a pet tiger, a stuffed tiger, who was named Hobbes, and you have deep conversations with it, and it was great cartoons.
Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently likes Ford.
Yeah. Well,
So we haven't explained what this is
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah,
That's
let's
right.
go ahead and explain it.
Okay, so we got, which one is this?
this is Calvin.
This is Calvin.
Calvin, and he's peeing on the Chevrolet.
Yeah.
Logo.
But you've seen every version of this is like peeing
Yeah.
on a
Oh,
Honda
yeah,
logo,
yeah.
peeing on a
Exactly.
Mazda,
Yeah.
peeing on a
Yes.
Ford,
Yeah.
whatever.
And
so,
he has quite a devious look on his face. He's looking toward the
so
camera.
I think if you're a car person, you've seen this or had this on your
Absolutely.
car. I mean, I saw
Yes.
this everywhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But it is funny.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Yeah.
But
Period.
I think it's pretty old.
It's a period, like
It's a
definitely a period of time.
Yeah.
It's been around a long time.
Yeah.
I think the next one has been too. Oh, no.
Well, he's pretty old.
No, this isn't yours.
This is
No.
literally old school.
Since AD, right? So this one shows Jesus maybe looking around a corner, and he's looking at you, and he's saying, "Do a burnout."
That's a great
I
one.
love it.
That's really good.
Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Do a burnout.
I want to see it.
Yeah.
right?
I actually want that sticker. I'm going to go get
That'd
one.
be sick.
That is, it's okay. You won't go to hell for it. You
That is some good
may go to
stuff.
jail, but you won't go to hell. Oh, we got nothing? All right.
All right, these are
Okay,
your,
Christina.
Yours, Christina.
This is
Yeah.
Christina.
Yeah, these are my Miss Motorhead stickers, and there's two of them. It says, "My other right is your dad," which
With
I
the
have-
checkered flag. With the checkered
I
flag.
have that on both of my cars, and then at the request of some of my guy friends, I created "My other right is your mom."
So which one sells more?
Definitely the dad.
The dad.
Yeah,
okay.
but I've had that one out longer, so
So the women are buying
the
that
dad
mostly.
one is not as offensive as the mom, I think.
yeah.
I don't know. I just
Well, yeah.
The
it's like
funny-
it's like a your mama joke. Like
The funny
Yeah.
thing is, though, is like now I've had mostly, obviously, I've just only had women request the dad one, but I've had men and women request the mom one. So, I think eventually they may be tied at what I sell, but it is what it is. So
Well, in 2024, anything goes, right?
That's right.
It's like, I'm sure there's some gay guys out there that want the "my other right is your dad," right?
that's
oh
right.
my god.
That's right.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
All right. Next one.
It is 2024.
No, this
this
one's
is-
good. Gabe, I'll let you. I think
Yeah,
this is one of Gabe's
yeah,
favorite.
This is my favorite one. It's the back of a Nissan, and it's a icon, and it says Liam Nissan.
It has a headshot of
with a
Liam
headshot,
Neeson
yeah.
from some movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. I
was
love that
hilarious.
one.
Liam Neeson.
I've
That's-
never seen that, and I'm a
No.
Nissan
I've
owner.
only seen that like a few times, but I found it and I was like, oh yeah, we gotta put that in there.
That's a great sticker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really is. It's just clever,
Yes.
But obviously a big Liam Neeson fan.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know anybody who isn't.
I know.
I mean, he's
Yeah,
good. I mean, granted,
good
he's
enough to
definitely
think of that.
He's, you definitely think of like all the Taken movies and all that
Yeah.
stuff, whatever. It's like he's very specific, but I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is yours too, right?
Oh
Was it
yeah, this is
Christina?
mine. Yeah, when I was doing a lot of autocross, I created this one. I tend to create a lot of my stickers after experiences, but
That's good. That's good.
and this one in particular because I was running over a lot of cones at one time. So yeah, this one was an autocross sticker. That was a fun one.
So for those who aren't familiar, tell us the rules of autocross. Like what
Yes.
happens when you autocross?
So autocross is basically a track that's set up typically in like a parking lot or just on the concrete. They set up cones all around the track. You have to stay within the cones. There's a box behind the cone in the picture. So basically the picture says save the cones, #autocross. There's an orange cone with some big eyeballs, googly eyes, and there are
like you just got run over.
like he just got run over. There's black tire tracks on him. So, and there's a box in the background. So basically at the track, they create these chalk boxes. And that way, when the cones get knocked over, they have volunteers out there who run
Put 'em back
and
in.
put them back in the box. So,
But what's
okay.
interesting here is and I don't know if it's subliminal in a way, but that the tire marks seem to like he has a sad face.
He's a frowny face. He has a frowny face. Or
Well,
a
look,
sad
he was
face.
Yeah.
freaked out. I was like, "Don't hit
He
me!"
he just got run
Yeah,
over.
he got
He's
run
not
over.
too
But
happy.
The funny thing about this is that even though I knew this was about autocross, if you remove the #autocross, this is actually could be for people who just hit shit on the
Yeah.
road. It's like, don't hit the cones, go to autocross instead.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like a Caltrans. I mean,
Yeah,
Caltrans.
that's what I was.
You
You could, think about Caltrans. Save the
Yes.
cones, don't hit the cones.
Yeah.
There you gotta sell them to Caltrans.
Yeah.
There you go.
Make a big sale to the state of California on that one.
All right.
Like it. All right. Here comes 14.
Okay.
Oh,
wait.
boy.
Okay.
I
So
love
here's
this
the
Oh
thing.
boy.
We put a post out on Instagram, and the most commented one was this. And I think you even sent this in to us, or one of
Yeah.
you or Beth or whoever.
I
Yeah.
sent it in, yeah.
And the sticker was condoms prevent minivan.
Yeah.
Our friend Denise, I think she
She
commented
did.
this too. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think I sent that one in too because that was the one I
Yeah,
loved.
you did. No, you did.
Yeah, I'm not a minivan person, so stuff like that
This-
cracks
Well,
me
and
up.
I'm not a condom person, so that's why we have a minivan. So
Well, I'm doing something wrong 'cause I'm not into condoms, and I don't have a minivan.
Wow.
Well, good thing you guys are married.
yes, definitely.
See, now this is an appropriate time to bring this up because being the non-car guy, you guys are going to laugh. I've been seriously contemplating buying a minivan. Seriously.
Well, to haul your gear.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Real quick, what minivan are you thinking of right now?
Odyssey or a Sienna?
Yeah, Odyssey.
Okay,
Yes, Odyssey
okay.
for sure.
Is a Sienna not good or?
No, Sienna,
It's a
I'm sure it's
Toyota, right?
great, but that's a little bit more kind of dorky compared to an Odyssey.
Oh, Odyssey's cooler.
Odyssey
Yeah.
minivans. There's a ton of them out there that have been fixed up,
Yeah,
modded,
yeah.
Slammed.
Oh, okay.
LS swapped.
Yeah, I don't
Rough.
think Dan will be LS swapping it.
Yeah,
No, I don't
probably
think so.
not.
I don't think so.
if you want to test drive one, I've got one out in the parking lot.
Well, actually, what my partner in my production company has one, and the amount it's 148 cubic feet of storage.
Which I think
and
is
it's
more
just
than
like,
a Ford
holy
Expedition.
crap!
Yeah.
And I was looking at from Drift Day Scion XBs, the
those are
later
cool.
generation ones. They only have like 60 cubic feet of storage, and I was like,
You know,
if
you
I'm
might-
gonna get storage,
You
I
might want to
better-
consider a Honda Element because that's a big
not enough,
box.
not enough.
Not enough.
Now my next door neighbor has one. I've looked at it, but I'm familiar with the Odyssey because we drive around one. It drives great, nice V6.
Oh, they're great.
But 168 cubic feet or whatever.
Yeah.
The reason I say
148.
about the Element is because you can get one in 4-wheel drive.
yeah,
It does have a good engine in it.
yeah.
They're not the most fuel efficient Honda,
Yeah.
but
Well, I've been on Auto Trader and I saw like a 2015 with 68,000 miles for 14.5 private
Wow.
party, and it was a kid hauler, obviously, and had been well taken care of. And
Yeah.
I'm like, that was a $40,000-$50,000 van when
Yeah.
it was new,
Yeah.
and 68,000 miles on a Honda is like barely broken in.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's like
No,
that
it's
thing will go forever.
Yeah.
So,
Well, how many minivans do you see where you see the Papa little cutout in the window?
Yeah.
And they're like little stickers that show how many kids they
The
have.
stick figures.
figure, which I
It's a
particularly
minivan.
don't
Yeah.
care for. I don't care
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
that
it's a
at all.
minivan.
Or the
thing.
baby on board stickers.
Yeah.
Oh, that was one. I mean, we should put. Granted, it's not a sticker. It was-
Everywhere.
but that was like in the 80s and 90s.
Oh,
That was
yeah. Yes.
everywhere.
Yes. Yeah, it was.
All right, next one, we see a gas icon, would be like a gas pump icon. We have a marijuana leaf icon, and then an icon of a woman's ass wearing kind of a bikini bottom. And it says, gas, grass, or ass. Nobody rides for free.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's an oldie.
Yeah, this is an old. I would say, I think this one goes back to the 60s.
Yeah.
60s or 70s.
That'd be my
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. No, it's
Definitely Woodstock days. I'm sure
Yeah.
this was at Woodstock. Had to be.
Yeah,
from
yeah.
some form or
It
another.
looks at that
You think
era.
this would be at Woodstock?
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised at all.
No,
Gas got them there. The grass they smoked.
Yeah.
And the ass, well,
They were there
that's
for the
pretty
ass.
much
Yeah.
yeah.
They were at
I-
Woodstock for the
yeah.
ass.
Yeah, exactly.
I do remember this sticker on one of my friend's VW bugs back in the day in high
Yeah.
school. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In some form or fashion, they probably had different ways of doing it.
Yes, yeah.
So this would be geared towards hitchhikers,
Could be, I guess.
right?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Could be.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
back then they did a lot of hitchhiking. People don't do it today because they know how dangerous it is. But,
Yeah.
but back then, heck
have
yeah.
any of you guys
going to
ever
Woodstock.
hitchhiked? This will date us, right?
I-
You never hitchhiked, CJ?
I've
Not
never
once?
hitchchiked.
Really?
Nope.
Yeah,
I take it
not
you have,
really.
Dan?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh my word.
When I was a kid, we grew up in Upper Ojai, which is in between
Oh,
Ojai
yeah.
and Santa Paula in the
Yeah.
middle of nowhere. Highway 150, and it's
Yeah.
like if you want to get down to Ojai or get to Ventura, there's no buses. It's like either your friends drive you or
Yeah,
thumb it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I
In middle of
definitely-
nowhere is where I definitely don't want
Yeah.
to be hitchhiking.
when you're young and stupid, you do
Yeah,
stupid
you do.
things.
Yeah.
like
Okay, now I've done
stick
stupid
around.
things, but I
Yeah.
just haven't done that.
Yeah, hitchhiking seems crazy now that I look
Yeah,
at it as
oh,
an
yeah.
adult, but when you're 15 or something, it's
Yeah.
like, no biggie.
Yeah, I mean on both ends, whether you're doing the hitchhiking or picking up a hitchhiker,
yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think it's nuts either way.
It is.
All right, this was yours. Gabe, was this yours? You picked this one?
I did.
So this one says, "Watch out for the idiot behind me." And who's gonna see that?
Oh, that's great. I
Yeah,
love
that's
it.
pretty clever.
Alrighty, let's bring it.
Do people flip you off? I mean, do you have that?
I've
on
never
it?
put
You've never
that
put it on
sticker
the
in my
car.
car, but if I did, I'm pretty sure I would get some.
Oh
good
yeah.
looks.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Definitely.
that's funny. Oh boy. Okay, this is yours, Christine, isn't it? You picked this
This
one.
yours?
Yeah, I found this one. This one is funny. I especially because Gabe and I were talking about this, the exhaust HKS.
Yeah.
So basically, it's a sticker.
describe it.
The sticker is placed above the exhaust, and it says "louder than your girlfriend last night," which might be true of this exhaust. I know mine's pretty loud on my 240, but yeah, this one's pretty awesome. This is a popular one with the JDM.
I can
you know.
imagine.
Yeah, we joked about this in like one of our first shows. Is that exhaust of it. One might call it a fart can.
Yeah.
You know, for
Yeah.
the Hondas.
Yeah.
So.
Well, especially for Hondas.
Yeah.
Hondas are a special breed when it comes to exhaust.
Yes, they are.
Well, you should do a version, Christina, that's like, louder than your farts last night.
Oh my
Oh man.
I don't know if anybody would want to put that on, but you never know.
Oh, I
Who knows?
there's someone out there that would
Yeah.
be all
Yeah,
over
we're
that.
learning.
By the way,
Yeah.
I'm curious. Is fart can? Does that offend anybody
Yes,
in the community?
it's meant to offend
Okay.
mainly the Honda guys that
Yeah.
put the loud exhaust.
Probably like
Yeah.
hot rodder guys probably said.
Yeah.
Like Steve Feist probably
Well,
said
100%.
that. Yeah.
and like the
100%.
old school way, though, everybody used to back in the '90s. Rice rocket
Yeah.
was the
Yeah.
big
Yeah,
Rice
right.
burner.
Rice burner,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, all these derogatory names.
God, look at all,
for
guys, look
beloved
at all
Japanese cars.
look at all the people we're offending today. This is awesome.
We're equal opportunity.
Here's
I
the
love
thing,
it.
though. Here's the thing. If they're offended by it, they're admitting to these things
Yes.
being kind of true.
Yeah. Yeah, so I know why you had me on the show to soften the blow a little
No.
bit, right? I'm a female.
Yeah.
Well, actually, this was your idea when you.
Yeah,
told us
I
about
know
this
it was.
yourself.
Actually, it was.
All right, we got the next one. Let's see. Louder than your girlfriend last night. That's the one we just saw. Please don't park too close. I'm fat. Is this referring to door dings or something?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, like yeah, of course,
Or
like
not being able to get your door open.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That is
yeah,
funny.
Yeah, this one is pretty funny, and it's you don't see it a lot. I have seen it on a couple of girls actually on their cars on Instagram.
Wow.
Yeah, like bigger girls who aren't afraid.
Yeah.
they don't care. They have that on their window panel on the passenger side. So like you see it, when you're parked
Wow.
next to them. So
That's funny.
Yeah.
Speaking of parking, have you seen like on people put it on their windshields if somebody parks too close? They have these little cards that they put on their windshield or on the door sill, or it says like, "Thanks for parking too close, asshole. Next time, da 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 da." And then, like, I've seen one at Disneyland where it's like Mickey flipping you off, and it's like, "Thanks for parking too close." It was just like obviously making fun of the guy that parked next to him.
I'm guilty for this. I did do this. I made cards because I'm a car person, and people, I have very little patience for people. I'm a little hot-headed sometimes, so I made cards that basically, I don't even remember, this is years ago, and I think I put something to the effect of, you need to learn how to drive or park or whatever. I don't even remember what it was. It was something very sassy, and I handed them out to a couple of my friends, and they would put them on their cars when they weren't very happy with them.
Man. Well, I can tell you a story. This is years ago, and Beth and I had just moved to Santa Barbara. We go downtown, parking's horrible in
Santa
downtown.
Barbara
Yeah,
parking.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
So we park, we're on the curb, and we go to the event, we come back, car in front of us is still there, we're parked. Somebody had parked so close to my rear bumper, we had literally inches.
Yeah.
There's no way we could get out, right? So I think this is illegal. So I call the cops. Cop actually shows up. And I said, "Can you write this guy a ticket? This guy was there. This guy, he should get a ticket." The guy goes, "We can't write tickets for this.
Oh, yeah.
We just can't." He goes, "But I can try and guide you so you can try and wiggle. We can try and see if we can get you out of here." Okay, so like
A 1,000-point turn?
Yes. 20 minutes go by, and we finally get the car out. And so we get the car out, and I look at the cop and I said, "Is it illegal to leave a note?" He gets a big smile, and he goes, "No, it's not illegal." I said, "Okay," when I have nothing to write with. So I look at Beth and I say, "Do you have any lipstick?" And she pulls out her lipstick. And I said, "Is it illegal to leave the note with lipstick on the windshield?" He goes, "No, I don't think it is." So I wrote a note and I said, "Next time," and I led this long message about, "Next time, leave enough room so the person in front of you can get out," just something like that. I didn't leave any bad words because the cop was standing there watching me.
Yeah,
the whole time,
CJ.
he just has a big smile on his face.
CJ.
Yes.
You called the cops
I couldn't get, I wanted to
somebody
bust
who
this.
parked behind you.
Yes.
It's kind of Karen-y, I'm just saying.
Karen-y.
I was
Karen action right there.
I was pissed. I mean, we're
No
gonna
shit, you were
sit
pissed.
there all night long.
I mean, you started doing this fatal attraction with the lipstick on the windshield. Did you boil his rabbit too?
Could you imagine the guy or gal, whoever this comes out,
Yeah,
does see this
yeah.
big note and lipstick
Yeah.
on the windshield?
Yeah, I'm not
I
not
would've
mad
loved
at
it.
that. I have a very similar story, but mine's a little more gross.
Oh well,
No,
now
man.
we have to hear it.
Could you put it on a bumper sticker?
No. So we were at this place in Camarillo. It was Bulldog. It was this place where you could.
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah. Bulldog
liquidators.
Yeah.
liquidators. Yeah.
And we parked, and somebody parked so close to us on the driver's side. They backed in next to my friend's door, and you couldn't. There was probably this much space.
Oh, geez.
So she couldn't get in to her car. And she has an SUV that doesn't, I mean, it's really hard to have to climb in through the passenger. So she was pissed. And I was pissed for her. So we were going to leave a little note, and we didn't have any paper. The only thing that I had was a pad.
Oh my!
I knew it was a guy driving too, so I was like, "This is great." So I broke out that pad, and I had a Sharpie, so I
wrote
wrote
on
a
it?
little note on the pad.
You wrote on
and
the
I
pad?
stuck it right on his window. Right on
Nice.
his,
Female aggression.
it was great.
It.
I was like,
Don't
well, maybe
cross
he'll
Christina.
remember that next time, not to park so damn close to somebody's car you can't even get in your own car. So
I mean, that is pretty. That sucks that they do
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
that. I've been in situations like that too. It does suck. So
Wow.
yeah.
I wonder how hard it is to get lipstick off a windshield.
Oh, it's probably
It's-
pretty.
I wouldn't know. I don't wear
Yeah.
lipstick, so
Yeah.
It can't
maybe
be
ask
fun.
Christina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially like if he needs to leave
Oh,
and
yeah.
he doesn't have anything to clean it.
He's got to drive
He
around.
can't
looking
use his
for-
window wipers because it's
No.
just gonna get red
It was-
smear
Yeah.
everywhere.
Hopefully he was on a date. And she probably thought it was an ex.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
And the worst part is, it's probably somebody I know now.
You know, there's
That was 20 years ago.
local news
I
anchor,
know.
CJ Ward
Oh
vandalizing.
my god! But I did it with the permission of a cop, so that makes it. All right, we should move on to the next bumper sticker before we come up with more horrible stories. Boy, that bumper sticker came up with some good stories. Oh boy, I don't know.
Wow.
Do you want me to read this?
Yeah,
one?
let's read this one.
Okay, so this one is black, white, and pink, just so that you have a visual. And it says, if you're going to ride my ass, at least pull my hair.
You know who commented on that on the Instagram post was Joe Cannelty.
Did he?
He actually reminded me of that, and actually
That is
I put
so
that in there
funny.
from him. I was like,
Thank you for reading that, by the way.
Yes, you're welcome.
I think Dan should have read that one.
Oh yeah.
Wait, hey Dan, are we on the last one?
We're on the last one.
Okay. So I saved this one for the last because it's the most random, and to me the funniest one of them all. I don't know why, but be the judge for yourself. Go ahead, put it up there, Dan.
Oh my God. I mean, yeah, you're right. It's on you can tell it's on a Lexus.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's from Turnersville in Garden State, so New Jersey,
New
right?
Jersey, Alexa.
Yeah, and all of the bumper sticker says, it's like a white bumper sticker in black lettering just says, Susan's boobs. I mean,
That's good. That's really
I mean,
good.
it's missing the apostrophe, so maybe it's Susan's boobs. But
Boobs.
more than one Susan.
yeah,
more than one boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all Susan's boobs is what they're
This
saying.
one has me so curious.
Yeah, Susan's boobs. I mean, it's like you want to almost go up to the person, whether it's the guy or girl, and go, what's the deal
Yeah.
with
Tell me the
Susan's
story.
boobs?
I think we need to go to Instagram and look up a hashtag Susan's boobs to see what
Yeah.
comes up.
Yeah.
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah, that is
So I
good.
figure we finish on Susan's boobs.
Yeah, right? Yeah, that doesn't sound very good.
No, that doesn't. You're right.
Wow, Gabe, wow.
Thanks, Christina.
Oh, I think we have a new post we're going to have. We'll let you do that one, Gabe. We'll let you post that one.
Ay, boy. I gotta
Put your
go.
foot in it, Gabe. You put your foot in it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Among other things.
We have completely derailed.
We have.
Yes.
Well, that's
yeah.
what happens sometimes. The wheels come off and it just sort of crashes over the finish.
The last time we
Right.
kind of came to this, offensiveness, Beth wouldn't let us run the show.
We still haven't run that show.
We still haven't run that
Yeah.
show.
The Lost Show.
Oh, wow.
We can't tell her about the show. We can't tell her.
Well, do you have like a rated R section on YouTube you could like stick it in so people can see it if they
Well, I
want
think
to?
it's all rated R. I think Beth was more worried about what people might think of us.
Oh.
Oh, I guess that's true, but
Yeah.
she stopped worrying about me a long time ago, so I don't think it's me. She worries more about you guys.
I don't know.
She's got like a mother figure too.
Giving us a green light on that show. So, well, she has no choice on this one because we need to air this one.
Yeah, that's true.
This is the show.
She has
right?
3 days to figure it out.
This is the show.
Hey,
I thought we were pretty good.
yeah, I
Yeah, I
thought
think
so.
we were. I
For the
thought we
most
were.
part.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Oh my god!
I only had to say one curse word, and that was because I was forced to read the bumper sticker. Just
And I said one word only to make one of our viewers happy.
Yes,
that was
yes,
it.
We checked that box.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, that's funny. I just have to say we don't have it up here, but when we were researching this, and I found one bumper sticker, and we didn't use it, but I laughed out loud when I saw
Uh-oh.
it. And all it says is it's like an election bumper sticker. And so it's got the red, white, and blue on it, and all it says is poo poo pee pee. And I was like, what are they trying to say?
I think it's obvious.
And
what
you can
they're
come up
trying
with
to
all
say.
kinds of things, but that was pretty funny.
I think anytime you use the term poo poo or pee pee, it's funny as an adult.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because with a little kid, I would say that
yeah.
all the time. But
Yeah.
when I say it with adults, it's funny for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
definitely.
gosh! Boy, we should end it on that note.
Yeah, this show's gone to shit.
Yeah.
I think what I need to do now is I feel like I want to design a West of Tulsa bumper sticker that is something funny in reference to you guys, and then we need to start selling these West of Tulsa bumper
Poo-poo
stickers.
pee-pee.
That'll be a poo-poo. It's taken.
Ah, darn it. Darn.
I think it should be Dan peeking around the corner like Jesus and going, not a car guy.
There you go.
That's awesome.
There you
I
go.
love it.
I I would put that on my car.
Yes.
I would totally put
That's
that.
awesome. Yes, and he needs to have the headphones on.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna gift that as a new car present. So when you get your minivan, Dan, we're gonna put that on your minivan.
Oh, that's
Oh
great.
my
I'm
God.
totally making that
Not a
one.
car guy.
That would look good on an Odyssey, I think.
Yes.
Yeah?
It would.
Yes.
It would.
Yeah.
Probably get a lot of people going, yeah,
It would make sense. It would make sense on an Odyssey.
I
love that.
For sure. Good stuff.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm back into the mode, by the way. I remember I said it was off by just like a hair.
Yep.
Was it?
Thank you all.
Was
for
it the
helping.
poo poo and pee pee that
Yeah.
got you back
It brought
in?
me back in.
Got it.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
mind if I mention my drift event?
No,
No,
please
okay.
do.
Plug
Yeah,
away.
do.
Plug
Okay,
away.
cool. Okay,
Yeah.
so we have our second Drift Head is what it's called, Drift Head event at Apple Valley Speedway on September 7th. And this is, again, co-hosted with Drift Depot and my girl Alma, Z32 Alma. And this time around, it's going to be epic. So hopefully, if there are any women out there that want to come drift, men, it's open to everyone, all skill levels, all vehicles. We are trying to get more girls to come out. I think we have like 10 spots that we're saving just for the girls. So far, I think we have like 4 or 5 girls signed up. So again, September 7th, Apple Valley Speedway. You can check out the flyer on my Instagram page as well as Drift Depot and Z32 Alma. So yeah, I'm super excited about that event.
Very exciting. Yeah.
We got to get your daughter out there.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping Katie makes it out there.
Yeah,
I know she wants to.
We're gonna do ride-alongs.
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
gonna have people out there instructing as needed. So, yeah, if you're interested in even just checking it out and going for a ride-along, come hang out, have fun. We're gonna have merch for sale. We have the skid pad open, so people will be out there probably doing donuts and figure eights and learning. We are having Drift Zone out there who is renting drift vehicles. So even if you don't have a car, you can still come out. You can
That's
rent
cool.
a car,
Wow.
and they will actually go in the car with you and help you.
That's
So,
cool.
That's
yeah.
fun.
Yeah, fun times. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Good
So
stuff.
if somebody wants to sign up, they go to.
They go to my Instagram page, Lane Drifters or Miss Motorhead. It's also on Drift Depot's page. And you can just, it's $80 to sign up. And then, yeah, spots are filling up kind of quick. I think we have like 10 spots left still. We have a driver cap of like 45 or 50.
Wow.
So,
Okay. All right.
yeah, fun times.
That'd be fun.
cool.
Yeah. All right. Christina, thanks for coming out again
Yeah,
today.
of course.
And bringing
Thank
all your
you.
great bumper stickers.
Yeah, it was fun as usual. I love it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. All right. All right. Anything else? We covered everything.
Got to do our
We
plugs.
covered poo poo pee pee. No, I'm not going to go through that. All right. Don't forget, like, follow, subscribe. We got our YouTube.
Channel.
And then go to our website, WestOfTulsa.com. Go to our tip line page, which we have not changed the name of yet.
I don't think we're going to.
I don't think we are.
We're too lazy.
Yeah, we tried.
We're far too
We
lazy.
tried. We tried. But you can go to the website, WestOfTulsa.com, click on the tip line page, contact us, and we could have you on here talking about
Send us your story.
Talking about
yeah,
poo poo pee pee.
and your story.
You
and your
too
favorite
could
bumper
be part
sticker.
of this scintillating conversation.
That's right.
Susan's
Algonquin
boobs
red.
and poo poo and pee pee.
Yeah. By the way, if you are Susan in New Jersey, please give us a call.
Yes,
we-
we
we
want to
know-
know about Susan's boobs
We need
for
the
sure.
story.
Yeah, we will
need
have
the
a
story.
follow up.
Yeah. We have a lot of questions.
Send us Susan's boobs.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching, and we will see you west of Tulsa.